Hi, this is a quick overview of the Andiamo travel app. So when you first launch the app, you'll see a screen like this. Um, Basically, since you probably are not registered or logged in, you'll get the user and the guide icon colors are the fuchsia. Then this is the home screen. There's other screens available like the places, the map, the schedules, and tickets we'll go into in a second. Um, from here, so you're in guest mode, but guest mode, you have almost all the capabilities except for one main one, which is you will not be able to save to the cloud your changes. You can still make changes. They'll be local, but you won't be able to save them. There's no reason why you shouldn't register and save them. It's free, so there's really no reason not to. So to register, basically, you would go here, you register. Um, from this menu, you can search for guides, and you can search based on access, language, country, city, and then sort. And then this is the guide info, uh, information about the guide. Here's the edit. So home screen, which is this screen we're on now, is completely customizable by the user, and it's all HTML, embedded HTML or links, but it's just point and click. Chapters, this is basically, since a guide is basically a book, we use the book metaphor where chapters, let's go into chapters. Um, Basically, chapters have sections, and then sections have content. And this is where you get the HTML, which you can then add to different places in the guide. And while we're at it, let's just show you the edit. This is what the edit HTML editor looks like. Again, you can do things like bold, italic, list, H1, H3, links, and embedded HTML. Those are the main things. And then so groups and categories. So whenever you have a map, you have places, and it's nice to be able to group or categorize those places so that they're easier to deal with. For example, you could have a group, could be a neighborhood, and then a category could be the type of restaurant. So you could then group places so that you can then search for all the Italian restaurants in a certain neighborhood. So, and let's just look at that. So these are the groups. You can add your own groups, delete the one. There's some that are already available, and you can add or delete to them. And you can also modify the icon. There's over 200 icons to choose from. So, and then categories is pretty much looks like the same thing. And all right, then we have, and then you can edit the guide info. So here you have things like the name, the image, base location. Basically, it's a default current location. So for example, if you're creating a guide for your rental property, you can make your rental property the base location, or you can make the hotel where you're staying the base location. And then distances are calculated from that. That's the important part. And you can set that from a map or from a place that you already define. Then you can select whether what language it's written in, what countries are covered, what cities, and then you get to the access permission. So this is where you can, the reason I can see this, even though I'm a guest, is because this guide is readable by everybody. And then if you want to, if you create a guide, you can make it readable to everybody, or you can make it readable, copyable, or modifiable just to specific individuals by selecting them from here. So, okay, we covered that. So save, because we're in guest mode, we can't save. And then info, you can look at the about information. You can basically help takes you to the website with videos like this one. And contact us is for sending emails. And we won't go into that. So that is the home screen. Again, it's completely customizable. It could be blank, or you can put what information you want. Then you have the places, which is a list of places, and you can From here, you have the menu items where you can go back to the previous screen. You have a text search. You can add a place. So you can add a place, a path, or an area. So a place is an individual, a point on the map. A path is several points along the path, like a walking path. And an area is something like a neighborhood. So it's an area designated on the map. And those are the three types of places that can be added. Then we have, we can filter, and there's different ways you can, for example, you can show only the favorites or only the visited. So, and you can combine them. So for example, a handy thing you can do here is you can say, show me all of the must-see places that I have not visited yet. And you can do that by selecting two of these combinations. And then you can also do filter by. You can filter by days, schedules, places, groups, categories, and distance. And then sorting, you can sort by name, category, group, rating, distance, and by date on the schedule. And that's the, so then we go to the map. And map is very similar, except it shows you the places on a map. So again, the back is similar, the search is similar. The add is a little more extensive because we can also search the attractions database and Wikidata, Google, or Wikipedia. And the reason it's here is because you want to select the area where you're searching, and then once you find the places, you can add them to the guide, and that's how you create a new guide in a quicker way. Filter is the same, menus. You can track my location. You can show the place names on the map. It gets a little busy on the map, cluttered, so the default is off, but sometimes you turn it on to find something quicker. This is for fitting all the places, satellite view, and when you're searching, sometimes you want to remove the search results because, again, it clutters up the map. And then we get to the schedules. So schedules, you can have more than one schedule. Here I have a main schedule, a one-day tour, a three-day tour. And the reason for that is obviously either tours or things that are you haven't quite decided yet, or you can do some what-ifs. You can say, this is one schedule, but what if I do something differently? And then once you decide, you can pick which one is your main schedule. Again, you can go back, you can do a text search. This is for adding an event, and you specify information for the event, including the places you're going to visit. And then the menu, so you can show the itinerary. This is in a like a one-page HTML format, so it's easier to see all of it at once, and it's interactive, so you can click on it and see the place and get more information. Now, important, you can change the start date. So, for example, if you somebody shared with you a guide from some other time in the past, and you want to change it to the dates you're going to use, you can change the date and all of the events move. Or you can move days around, you can delete days, you can copy the schedule to another one. That's for the what if. So you have a schedule, then you copy it, and then you say, okay, I want to modify a few events and see what it looks like. And then you can delete schedules. So that covers that. And the last thing is the tickets button. So as I mentioned before, the Andiamo travel app is completely free. However, we do appreciate if you would look through our sponsors. You can probably save some money by buying tickets through them, and it helps to keep this app available for free. Thank you.